Pastor Greg with you this Wednesday as we continue looking at Paul's first letter to Timothy when Timothy was a pastor in Ephesus. And Paul's next instruction goes to the appointment of elders or the appointment of leaders in the church. It's a human trait, if you like, or a human ambition that as soon as we gather together in some form of community, natural leaders appear, and there are other people who would like to take leadership positions. Some people are naturally gifted, other people are not. And as humans, we have our own set of criteria on how we judge who should be a leader and who shouldn't be. But Paul gives us a fairly straightforward list. Basically, Paul says, if you want to be a leader in a Christian community, you really need to have some basic characteristics that show good character, that show faith, that show service, show selflessness, and show your concern for others. Now, whilst every one of us as a Christian is called to show that sort of behaviour, if you're going to be a leader in the church, it's important that you model those things. Now, we're not saying that leaders are more holy than anybody else, because that's certainly not true. However, leaders are called to watch themselves, watch their behaviour, make sure that what they're doing isn't misinterpreted so that it slanders the community or slanders Christ, whom they represent. And so Timothy is saying, yes, there might be a whole bunch of people that are gifted, there might be a whole bunch of people that feel called, there might be a whole bunch of people who could do the job. Look at the character, look at the faith, look at if this person is willing to sacrifice, if this person is willing to serve other people. So we'll have a look at these characteristics as Paul lists them in 1 Corinthians chapter 3, just the first 7 verses. Here is a trustworthy saying: whoever aspires to be an overseer desires a noble task. Now the overseer is to be above reproach, faithful to his wife, temperate, self-controlled, respectable, hospitable, able to teach, not given to drunkenness, not violent but gentle, not quarrelsome, not a lover of money. He must manage his own family well and see that his children obey him, and he must do so in a manner worthy of full respect. If anyone does not know how to manage his own family, how can he take care of God's church? He must not be a recent convert, or he may become conceited and fall under the same judgment as the devil. He must also have a good reputation with outsiders, so that he will not fall into disgrace and into the devil's trap. We pray. Reflect first off. These obligations for church leaders are what God expects of every Christian. Leaders are especially urged to live this as a good example. We pray. Lord, help me to be a good example to others. Amen.